water, like waves, the water, something natural.
The last sound I wish to hear in my life would be a gentle breeze through the trees.
The ocean.
The crash of waves.
Why do you think water's sound?
It's life. It's movement.
It's transformative.
I think genetically calming. I think we've slept by water.
The salt water is healing. And I think for so many people, like being on the ocean and is like their happy place. So it like evokes
healing and cleansing and
nature, centeredness, peace,
cleanliness.
and happiness.
Or being on a mountainside and hearing the wind go past. But I'd also like to hear my family's voice, kind of interwoven into that.
The sound of wind chimes, because my grandmother, at my grandmother's house in her backyard, she had one.
You know, every illness is a love story, and they're all around. You know, the love is surrounding illness because it takes something away from someone who's hurting, right? Or someone who loves, or someone who cares. So if you think of every illness being a love story and you walk through a pediatric hospital, what you see is kids clinging, parents helping, staff directing, beeps and sounds, but you really feel, right, the nurturing environment of a group who's come together in physical space and in joined intention to reduce suffering. And every time you're reducing suffering, you're making love. So I think about, you know, I think as a clinician in a hospital environment, I think the beeps and sounds dull because they just become ambient. And I think, you know, there are silences that are so loud in healthcare. So I think some of the loudest moments are after devastating news is shared.
The last sound I would wish to hear is the voice of a loved one around me. To know that they were there for me in those last moments.
Is the voice of my loved ones.
Loved ones having connected human moment, you know, even if it's not with me. If it's with the other people in the room.
My family saying goodbye to me.
My son's laughter.
Who's a toddler?
I like to hear my daughter playing her guitar.
The sound of my children's voice.
I mean, without question, it's my children. It's just so easy to say that.
I would like to hear the sound of my child laughing.
My mother's voice.
If I could hear the sound of my mom laughing as I was passing on, because she's already passed on, it would be like the completion of a long-held belief that she's with me every single day, profoundly connected to me, watching, waiting.
My family nearby maybe talking to me, letting me know that it's okay to go, and that wherever I'm going next is going to be a good place.
There's a bedtime song that my mom kind of made up when we were little and sang to us. And now I sing it to our daughter. The same tune and slightly different words. I use her name instead of mine, but I'm singing the same family lullaby. And it occurred to me in that moment to sing it to my husband. So I sang this lullaby and a bedtime song and was hoping that he could hear it. And even if he couldn't, he was just sort of surrounded by that lullaby.
I think it would just be like going off to sleep and just relaxed and like safe.
As I fall asleep, yeah.
When you can't talk or you're too sick, to hear the voice of your loved one so that you know you're feeling felt by another person as you leave.
The breath and the presence of the people around me. And maybe even the breath that's the relief for them. Kind of an ethereal feeling of not seeing
sinking away, but of dispersing.
As entrepreneurs, as humans, as individuals who struggle with life and with illness and with health, we often feel very alone. And whenever I spend time in the MedX community, I feel lifted up and supported, and as though not only am I not alone, I have found my people. And I leave just filled with hope and resiliency and love and a renewed commitment to do everything I can to make a difference.
And the morning is what, that feeling of possibility is actually what I would want to have at the end of my life. The feeling that I'm waking up to something new. And that's why I would love to hear the morning bird song at the end of my life.
I kind of want to hear like a big engine starting, like a big diesel engine or some sort of machine coming to life. That's maybe some muscle car or a bulldozer. There's something like it's almost like a crescendo in music for me to hear that, like this birth, this like not birth but awakening of a machine that is so powerful.
Really loud and pushing my body to kind of feel it, and that's what I'm thinking I want. I want something that allows my body to feel that beat and let that beat be sort of my departure.
The last sound I'd like to hear is a baby laughing, because the universe has a sense of humor.
Laughs in general. I do really like laughs.
The last sound that I would like to hear is something that I've never heard of before, that I've never imagined before.